Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Aiden McNally back again with Wealth Strategy Media. We're on another episode today. One of our guests today actually has been on quite a few times. You've seen her on our social medias a lot, Flossie. So you're going to be hearing a lot more about what's going on. Some really exciting news, especially for the people that are watching. Tomorrow, there is a major book launch, which Flossie is a part of, with some amazing authors like Symone Fairchild, Cesar Espino, Jeffrey Sanow, Flossie herself, and a couple more like Kimberly Hellwig, and then so I hope I got all those names right. I'm pretty sure there's one more. So there's just a lot of big people that are involved in this, and I'm excited to talk more with her about what's going on, what inspired her to get involved with this book, and then a couple of things that are going on outside of this book as well, because she has a huge things coming up. She's always working. So let's bring her right on the stage. Flossie, welcome to today's episode. How are you doing today?
I'm fabulous. Always wanting to come on with you, Aiden. So I'm excited.
Heck yeah, absolutely. So you do a lot of things. And now this book launch, it's coming up, and this is tomorrow, July 29th, which is awesome. Huge congrats on that. Do you mind telling us a little bit more about what this event actually is and what the book's about?
Absolutely. This book is pretty strong because what it is we have six authors that are put together
Hmm.
that are going have shared in the book about what they've gone through, trauma, adversity, whatever pain they have experienced. And but what the best part is the resilience that came with that and the work they did and where they are. So it is putting these authors together to share, to show that your pain can become your gain. Your pain can be your purpose. And you don't have to be the victim. You can
Absolutely.
become a victor. And that's what they're sharing and showing that you don't have just to sit in it. And and you can grow out of it bring it out of the world, bring it out of the people and work with it and make a
Hun-
difference.
100%. I absolutely agree with that. Some of the best people that I know personally, that some of the most successful people that I know personally went through some of the biggest struggles compared to anybody else. Do you mind a little spoiler for inside the book? I know, but do you mind sharing a little bit about what was your experience inside of your personal journey that helped you, lead and then write about this in the story?
In the story, what I if it's about what I shared in the story, it's a little deep. It's a
Yeah.
little deep because everybody's trauma is different. Everybody
Hmm.
has a story, but mine I share so deep how I grew up in a very, very, very poor village, poor family, poor village back in Kenya, and what we went through and what we didn't have, and the struggles, which were really, 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 they're huge. And Kenya being a third world country, and then you have more on that poverty and all that is it's big. So I share that and how it came about that I'm here. I'm here
Absolutely.
now without giving a spoiler alert, but I've done so much after that through the work that I've done, through
Hmm.
the healing, through through the resilience and saying that you know what, I can get to the other side and not let that particular pain and hurt and not having and poverty
Yeah.
describe me. And I always knew there was something on the other side, but I put the work, I put the pain, and this is what has brought me to today, to the writing the anthology, to connecting with these amazing authors and connecting with you and other people. And so
100%.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a big skill to be able to go through a bunch of different traumas and not, drown in your sorrows, self-pity yourself and act like you're a victim against the world. It takes a lot to step up and be like, I'll leave that behind and let's move forward. Let me use that as a motivator to actually build up and do more. Do you have any piece of advice that you could give to someone who's going through those struggles currently, to help them with their goals within the next 5, 10 years, and let them know that, hey, your struggles right now, they don't last forever. This is what you could be in the future if you put your mind to it.
Oh yes, oh, absolutely. Actually, I personally believe the struggles are there to make you. Struggles are there to build you and build that thick skin and build that muscle. I call it the muscle of the mind.
Mhm.
So that as you build that muscle, as you're fighting the struggle, you're learning something. Because we have to know in everything that we do, whether we do great, whether we do bad, whether we fail and fall, there's always learnings. There's always a lesson. And
100%.
yes, and those lessons are the ones that build up, they build onto something else. So I would say anybody that's experiencing trauma, anybody that's experiencing pain, and they saying, oh, this is so bad, I can move on, my life sucks, I got this diagnosis, I got this divorce, I got all those are things I've gone through, and I'm not really putting this above myself,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to encourage them and empower them to look at that as you cannot sit on that. You got to get up, fail, and I say fail forward or fall forward.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you know what you're falling on, you can always get up, right? And
100%.
hurt and keep going. Build that resilience. And as they continue with that one little bit at a time, they're gonna start seeing a little result. I call it moving the needle. You
Mm-hmm.
move the needle a little bit, and you're gonna be like, okay, it looks like I'm seeing a little light at the end of the tunnel. Because you gotta remember, and I tell these people that are going through stuff like that, before you start seeing that light at the end of the tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta see the darkness first, right?
Absolutely.
Because how do you see the light? You gotta see that dark alley so that you sound like your name on the other end. So that little bit you can start seeing that it's getting better and better. And then you're getting stronger, and then you're like, okay, I can do this. Then with that resilience, you start to see results. And
Absolutely.
that is so don't sit on it. Don't be the victim again. Don't be the victor, because uh, there's rebirth on the other
Uh-huh.
side. There definitely is. So that's what I would tell them.
100%. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. That was a great response. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna bring up the page real quick where people can actually go and purchase their book. Purchase your book. And after that, I want to hear a little bit more about the event. Where can people go to find it? What are you guys actually doing at the event? But I'm just gonna go on here and just read the description real quick of what's going on so we can get more of an idea of good, like, why they should get this book and why it is so important for them to have on that shelf and actually read it and then tell their friends, tell their family, because this can actually help people through their own personal struggles. So I'm bringing that up right now. You guys can see this. Extraordinary Trauma to Extraordinary Dreams. Well, first off, I love this title, How Pain Becomes Purpose and Survivors Become Visionaries. So Extraordinary Trauma to Extraordinary Dreams is a powerful and deeply human collection of stories that illuminates the resilience of the human spirit. In this compelling volume, courageous voices rise from the depths of pain, adversity, and life-altering trauma to reveal what is possible when healing meets purpose. Each author takes readers on a personal journey through moments of heartbreak, uncertainty, and transformation, offering raw truth, hard-earned wisdom, and unwavering hope. These are not merely stories of survival. They are testimonies of triumph, from overcoming unimaginable obstacles to reclaiming identity, rediscovering self-worth, and daring to dream again. Every chapter serves as a reminder that your past does not define your future. This book speaks to anyone who has ever faced hardship and wondered, what now? Its answer is clear. Now you rise. More than just inspiration, Extraordinary Trauma to Extraordinary Dreams is a call to action. It invites readers to see their stories differently, not just as something that broke them, but as the foundation for life they are meant to build. Within these pages, you'll find strength, connection, and the courage to transform your own trauma into a catalyst for extraordinary dreams. Your story isn't over. In fact, it may just be a beginning. I love that description. First of all, I love that description. I think it is really awesome how you can these authors, they have the willpower to actually go out and share their story, because a lot of people are trying to bundle up and keep in all this past trauma that has happened, and it is good to put that in a story, not only for yourself to get that off your chest, but to actually show other people, hey, I went through this. People can connect to this. People might be going through the same exact thing, and seeing it from someone else's perspective can always change that. So first off, I love that. Everyone, you can go to this link. I have this link up right on screen right now. Type in that link to Google, go purchase that, support all the authors, check this out, share it to your friends and family. But that is the book. And there's also an event happening tomorrow, July 29th, 2026, which is huge. You guys are doing a book release. Tell us a little bit more about what is actually going on during that event. Are you guys doing book signings? What's happening?
Okay. First of all, this is huge because I got to add and mention the book is already made international bestseller. Now that's huge. That is huge.
Amazing. Heck yeah.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. We got the badge already, so that's good.
Mhm.
That's exciting. Better than good. That's exciting. And so tomorrow we are going to get together because I haven't met the authors.
Hmm.
We just talk and we just talk well on Zoom. We talk on WhatsApp, and I get to meet them. So that by itself means the world to me. Okay, because they're all from different parts of the country,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna release the book. It's like just okay, it's launched already, but we're just gonna let it loose and sign the books, and whoever is gonna come, got a bunch of people that are going to come and celebrate. We're gonna have dinner. We're gonna have little cocktails. We're gonna
Heck yeah.
we're just gonna party. How about
That's how. That's
that?
heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I see you, Flossie.
We're gonna
Oh
show up
man.
and show out is what we are going to do, because it takes that. That is why they say don't let your past define your future. So we
Absolutely.
are not letting that do that. So we have brought it to this far, and
Heck
so we
yeah.
are going to celebrate. And this is tomorrow, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Culver City, right here in LA.
Hmm.
And what is it? They call the bookstore? It's supposed to be a really good bookstore.
Hmm.
Village Well Books, books and coffee. And it
That's
looks like they got a lot of book signings and releases over there. From what I researched, it's supposed to be. It's always booked. They have almost 2 point something followers. So
heck yeah.
pretty, yeah. So it's exciting.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing more about it. It seems like it's going to be a huge event, especially knowing you. And before we end this off, I want to talk about, speaking of extraordinary trauma to extraordinary dreams, you turn your trauma into your dreams and you have a company. So do you mind telling us a little bit about what that is, what you do, what you did yesterday on Monday? Tell us a little bit about that, those 16-hour days you put in every single Monday just to make the people around you
Hang
happier and
on, let
healthier.
me
So
tell
tell us
them I'm
about
gonna
that. Yo,
show
go
you
grab
one
that. Go
second.
grab that.
Here is what I do. So every other Monday, I make turmeric tea. It's called TTM. Now,
Yep.
I just had to bring a bottle out because I never go anywhere without my tea. You already know that. I I,
Yeah.
I got bottles in the refrigerator all the
Mhm.
time.
Absolutely.
Go
And
everywhere with my
you sent us actually some, and whole family, we all tried it out.
yes,
And oh my gosh, those are amazing. Those are amazing. You look at the back of it, the stuff that actually goes into it,
yes.
it's really healthy. It's amazing. It's refreshing. So first off, you have a great business model. You put a lot of effort into it, especially hearing how many hours you put in every month. I mean, that's crazy amount of work, working a 16-hour day, then hopping a flight and going out to across the country. So no, that's huge.
Hey, it's my joy, it's my mission. As you know, I came about after I got a diagnosis of autoimmune disease in 2015. I say I got a diagnosis because I don't like to own it. I don't own the disease. I refuse. I rebuke that. So I was diagnosed with that autoimmune disease called sarcoidosis. And
Yeah.
through that, I went to get a second opinion, which became third opinion. Then I started to research and experiment with myself and read. And I got so much out of that. And everything that I learned, I decided to experiment with myself. And I say, in other words, I became my own guinea pig while I told my doctor I'm still doing my second, third opinion. Because I'm a nurse going to 31 years now.
Yeah.
And I realized, you know what? Food is medicine. And as I mentioned about where I came from, the village, that tiny village,
Yeah.
my mother, all she did was say, drink some warm water and salt, you'll be better. We ate from the farm. We did all those things with food. Okay. And so
Heck
I
yeah.
figured that's what I can try. And I did some different remedies and experimented myself. And obviously, here I am.
Absolutely. Heck yeah.
7 months later,
Absolutely.
disease is gone. This is my brand now. The turmeric tea is Flossie's turmeric tea is the
Mhm.
name of this tea. It is trademark registered. We are registered with the health department. We have 3 flavors. We have the OG, which I call the OG. This is the turmeric, the orange, and then we have the mint flavor, then the hibiscus, and I cook it every other Monday. It's called TTM. I used to do it every Monday, and then it got to be
Mhm.
too much because the work before the tea is a lot.
I
It's a lot.
bet. I
Went
see
to every
videos on your
other Monday.
social media story. I mean, you're
Yes.
putting some hard work in that, and it's coming out good. Like my testimonial, like to your company, you have an amazing business model. I love how it's just small business owned. Like it has that vibe to it. It has that vibe that like you're the one behind it. It tastes amazing. It's healthy. It's refreshing. I mean, I'm telling you, I'd buy bulk. So any companies that are out there, if you're a company and you're watching this, you're a supermarket and watching this, you need these in your stores. I'm telling you, they'll sell out. They're amazing. Where can people go, Flossie? Where can people go and find those if they want to buy them online or they want to just check out and support you on your social media?
Perfect. I tell people just look for Flossie's turmeric tea. You don't even need to worry about it. Go to Flossie's turmeric tea on Google or Flossie turmeric tea. I am everywhere. It comes up because I've been in a lot of places. I've been in a few TV shows and stuff like that. So Flossie's turmeric tea is known in St. Louis, and it comes up because I ship the tea, I deliver the tea, I cook that long, and then I send it to you when it's nice and fresh. And I make it with love. I told you last time, I sing to my tea. Within those 16 hours, I'm cooking and mixing it and bottling it. I'm singing to the tea. I'm doing my videos. I'm just giving it love. So,
Heck yeah. Well, one of these days, I need to come out with you and help out with that. I would love to see the process. That would just be the most awesome
I
thing
don't
to
know. We'll see if
experience
we
and
can
help.
keep up.
No, I'll watch. I'll sit and watch.
My daughter had trouble keeping up, so I'll take you on that. I'll take you.
Absolutely. Well, Flossie, thank you so much for coming on here today. It was amazing interviewing you again. It's always lovely having you on here. So I'm going to bring the link up one more time. Go support these authors. Go purchase the book. As you saw in the description, I shared my screen. You saw it. It'll even look beautiful right on your desk if you look at the cover of it. I love it personally. Just go buy it, support it. It's an amazing story. You'll get to hear of all the traumas. If you're going through something, this is an amazing way to get someone else's perspective on another trauma and maybe help you pursue your goals more and get over whatever you're going through. So Flossie, thank you so much for coming on here today and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. And everybody come to Culver City and come get some love because that's all we got.
Heck yeah. Have an amazing night.
Bye.